and welcome to the Cult of the Low End. This channel is about the technique and the theory that you need to become a better bass player. So if you're into that, subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a right hand technique. It is very important to get it right, especially if you're just starting, because it is really difficult then later on if you develop any bad habits to correct them. A safe way to start is to anchor your thumb on top of the pickup. You might have multiple pickups, of course, just choose the one that feels the most natural for you. This basically gives you a solid anchor for then your plucking action. The wrist should feel relaxed and should not feel tense. A good rule of thumb is that you should actually be able to play with the thumb. So if your hand was in this position like this, you probably wouldn't be able to play with the thumb. So this gives you an indication that that is not right. Then how do you actually play, right? So the rule is to alternate between index and middle finger, like this. So, and you don't want to pull the strings, so you're not actually pulling the strings from the bottom, but you're more like walking on top and through the strings. So it is a little bit like a little man walking there on the strings. The important thing is when you're just starting to play the bass or you're starting to focus on your technique, you don't need to chase speed at first. It is really important though that you focus on getting an even tone from your two fingers. And to do this, the best way is to use a metronome to set it at a very low tempo, like 60 BPM. And do a very simple exercise, which doesn't require doing anything with the left hand really, which is like this. Now, there is an exception to this alternating rule if you're going from the bottom strings to the top strings. So if you're basically going up. And in this case, what we can do is to actually rake. So use the same finger going from one string to the one on the top. And there is an exercise that I recommend, which is done this way. Just put your left hand on the strings to basically mute them, right? And then with your right hand and the metronome, do this exercise. So we want to go down alternating, and when we come up, then we will rake. So you've got two exercises you can practice. one using open strings, one muting and using alternating and raking. And if you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And thank you for watching.